Yeah, here we are. I did manage to get time in today for a live stream. I know I said yesterday that I might not have been able to, but I've managed to get a bit of time, which is always nice. I've got Chelsea Luton on at the back here. Chelsea are currently leading 1-0. I've not long turned it on. I forgot the game was happening. But yeah, welcome to the stream. And in the stream, we're literally just going to be talking about the City signings, Signings that we're going to make, signings that we've made, signings that you wish we'd made, and whether we think the signings are good enough and all that kind of stuff. And just talking, again, like how we tend to, just having a bit of a chat, which we like to do. But yeah, I'll start with our first signing of the summer. Signed him relatively early on. We all know Mateo Kovacic. Signed him from Chelsea, 30 million quid, 29 years old. Solid player. He's decent. He's not magnificent or anything like that, but he is decent. He won a Champions League with Chelsea, as we know. We won't dive into that too much. Won a couple with Real Madrid as well. So, hello to whoever's viewing. Feel free to put a comment in, and we'll respond. And feel free to just, ask any sort of questions. Because that's kind of what this stream partly is. Talking about City signings, but in the description I mentioned how we're also just going to be talking overall because we like to do that. But yeah, I'm hoping that you guys are excited for today's stream. So yeah, I hope whoever viewed it liked the little video I released earlier. It was only 15 minutes, but it's just a little video for you to watch. Just me doing a little deep dive on Jeremy Doku. So, but, Mateo Kovacic had a decent start to his City career. No goals, no assists, but that's not what it's all about, is it? He provides more than that, I would have thought. And he provides a connection for Josko Vardio, that he would have come here missing. But there's an instant bond now in that dressing room between Vardio and him, so that's always nice. Mateo Kovacic, 30 million quid. Tell me what you think to that kind of price. Were we overcharged, or did we rip Chelsea off? Did we get a good price in? Because, you can argue for both ways. Do you reckon Mateo Kovacic will be a big player for City? Let me know. Cheers for the 2 people viewing now. Nice to have you. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. But Mateo Kovacic, he's definitely got a place in the squad. Don't think anyone will deny that. Solid start for Mateo Kovacic. Hopefully it's just going to get better. Josko Vardio, we signed him for £77 million off Leipzig. Obviously a very good player, 21 years old, one of the hottest prospects in Europe at the moment. Tons of teams. Any team in the world would want him. And he's probably getting any team in the world's side, so it's great to have him as a part of our team, isn't it? Just shows you that, I guess it just shows you the kind of pulse City have now to these big young players, shows that City mean business, really. and hopefully that'll be evident as time goes by. But yeah, Josko Vardiol 77. Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree with that. He is a good player. And yeah, he helps out at the back, which is good, and he's decent going forward. Like, I thought he was really good against Sevilla. So, you know, he's box to box, isn't he? That's box to box, goes from our box and he can go up to theirs. So, you know, he's good attacking and he's good defending wise. So, you know, he's got it all in his locker, doesn't he? But just got the Chelsea game on here. Raheem Sterling scored against Luton. It's a nice goal. But yeah, Mateo Kovacic, I think he'll be a good player for us, and he also brings a bit more experience to the squad as well. And considering we're signing 3 relatively young players in Matheus Nunes, Doku, and Vardiol. I know we haven't signed Matheus Nunes yet, but it's looking pretty good for Mateo Nunes. I'll see if we've got any transfer news, like breaking. We have got news on. We have had news on Joao Cancelo. It's seriously just a matter of time. You know, that is what we're being told by Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, I've got the post here. Update: Barcelona will sign Joao Cancelo. Time to be patient for FFP reasons. The agreement with Man City is ready since days, so you know an agreement's been in place for a while. Yeah, and that's the thing. People think, you know, signing someone that's 28, 30, no, 28, 29, or even 27, they think that's too old nowadays. Some people do anyway. But I think they're not looking at all the qualities of that, because sure, they aren't super young and won't be part of the squad for 10 years. But they provide a lot of experience, you know, they provide all sorts of experience in all sorts of the pitch. You know, Kovacic will know what it's like to have to hold out for a win, to get a title, to win a trophy. You know, he did that with City. He did that against City in the Champions League. Chelsea was just holding out on City's pressure. So Kovacic knows what that is like. You know, players like Doku and Vardiol. Vardiol might know what it's like to an extent, but Doku doesn't know that, because he's never been in that champion's position. So I think having the experience like Mateo Kovacic is important for the side. Yeah, you're spot on, and it just provides us with something different. Yeah, great take. But Josko Vardiol, definitely someone to be excited about. You know, I haven't really seen him put a foot wrong for City yet in the games he has played. So those are all just positives in my book. He's got a lot in his locker. He's decent going forward. He's even better at the back. His passing is nice. You can see why Pep wanted him. And he seems to be happy as well with the squad. But yeah, Josko Vardiol, good signing and a lot to offer us. We'll jump on to Jeremy Doku. Don't know a lot about him, you know, other than the stat deep dives I've done on him. So, you know, in that regard, a bit unknown. But I know that he's got a lot to offer City in his pace. You know, how he can take on players, everything like that. You know, it all just ticks boxes, doesn't it? So, yeah, a lot to look forward to with Jeremy Doku and... Sorry guys, I'm just going to go on mute real quick. Play Palmer. I'm gonna guess you mean play Palmer for Sheffield. I'm not sure if we should play Palmer, but I'm not sure if we should play Doku either. Because in my opinion, if I had to pick between Doku and Palmer, then it's definitely Palmer. Because Doku's got to earn his spot, you know. He doesn't, no offence to him, but, he doesn't deserve to come into this team and just walk into the 11. He's got to earn his spot, and I think Palmer's done a lot to try and earn his spot. You think City will win 8-0? That is a high prediction. If that happened, I'd be over the moon. I hope you're right, Ethan. 8-0 would be crazy. If you think 8-0, then who do you think's going to score? That's a question for you. Because that's a lot of goals. Jeremy Doku will be on bench, and I think he will come on against Sheffield. It's just about when he'll come on, and what he's going to have to offer to us in that game. So I think it'll be 3-0. I think 3-0's being sensible. Touch wood. But yeah, Haaland 3, Grealish 2, Palmer, Foden 2, and then Palmer 1. Okay. So do you think Palmer starts over Alvarez? Because that's not a bad shout. But Alvarez did just score a nice goal on Newcastle and didn't have a bad game either. So, decisions got to be made there. Has Haaland had a hat-trick away from home yet? I can't even remember, because that'd be a stat for him to get if he hasn't. That's an interesting one. Who else would you like City to sign this summer? If you could take Matheus Nunes, okay, let's just say we have Matheus Nunes, okay? Who else would you like to see come in? One player, any position. Who do you think will win? Easy W for Sunday. I don't think it'll be super easy, but I think 3-0, which is a comfortable win, is a fair prediction. So, yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, that's fair. Would you want Trent to be kind of like, that new thing we've done with our system, the kind of thing John Stones did? He'd be right back, but then he drifts into that midfield area with Rodri. Would you want that for Trent? What would you want Trent to be doing in this side? Because I think Trent's an interesting one. And I think if we did sign him, it'd be interesting. I don't think we'll ever get him, but who knows? You think straight into the midfield? That's fair. Obviously England played Trent in midfield, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they played him in midfield. Not in the World Cup, but there was a set of friendlies, wasn't it? Or was it Euro qualifiers? I can't remember. If you want the truth. Sorry. I've got this light, okay, to help with the green screen. help it not flickering like it was in previous streams. It's a real killer for my eyes, so I'm trying to have it as dark as I can, but still keeping the green screen fine. Oh no, that's playing it. Sorry guys, I've got to edit that. Give me a minute. Try over that. I'll get this on this side. There we go. If you think Trent did join City, how many assists do you think we'd see from him? Because obviously assists would be his main thing. You know, we've seen what he could do from right back, so you know it's a big question there. Chelsea Luton has just kicked off again. Tell me your thoughts on Luton, by the way. Do you think Luton will stay up? Because I think people write off Luton very quick. But some people are genuinely thinking... I've seen a couple of predictions that people think Luton are really going to surprise the Prem, like how Burnley are going to. Because it's a pretty common prediction for people saying Burnley are going to do really well, so you know it's a pretty common prediction there. It's partly, I guess, a little bit of a watch along this. Yeah, Chelsea are just on the ball here. Raheem Sterling scored a pretty nice goal in the first half, but yeah, how many assists do you think Trent would get in this side if he did end up joining and going into our midfield? Oh, that's a bad ball. Yeah, let me know on that regard. Um, 89 assists in a season. They are some crazy numbers. Absolutely crazy numbers. It depends what your group chat's on. Ethan. Depending on what it's on, depending if I'll join. Yeah, I see you rate Trent highly. I think Trent would be an interesting player. I just don't think Liverpool are really capitalising on him, because Instagram. Maybe I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll definitely think about it. Next stream, I'll have an answer for you, and maybe I'll just message you on Instagram, because you know you follow me on it, so yeah, I'll just message you on the MCFC account with my answer. But yeah, just for the invitation. How many people are in it? Thanks for the thumbs up and the love heart. Yeah, Trent would be an interesting player. I just don't think Liverpool really play Trent how he should be played, because Trent is clearly an offensive player. You know, and it's all well and good when his back line is playing brilliantly. But if they're not playing brilliantly, or if they need Trent to step up and defend, and I mean defend really well, then I don't know, Trent hasn't displayed those feats, so I don't think Liverpool are getting the best out of him, but I do think he could do good in the midfield. The balls Luton are playing are not working. CFR TV, nice to have you on the stream. We spoke about Jeremy Doku, Vardio, and Kovacic a bit. But I asked Ethan who his dream signing would be, basically. You know, he can sign any player. Oh, Chelsea might score here. Oh, what is he doing? I spoke about Ethan, what his dream signing would be. So what would your dream signing be, MCFR? Curious to hear. Alright, yeah, cheers for saying hello. Always nice to see you pop in. You know. I've just got the Chelsea Luton game on here, and it's quite a general discussion stream, this one. Quite laid back, quite chill. Alright, now that's fine, MCFR. Don't worry about it. Chelsea's game closest scoring. Yeah, hope you have a nice day, MCFR. I'll definitely tune in to see a stream that you've got going on at 9:55. Yeah, I'll definitely tune on that. Say hello, hang around for a bit. Hopefully I won't be late this time. Yeah, but thanks for popping in, and I'm sure I'll see you in one of the next ones. Ball forward from Luton this. Luton are somehow still on the ball. Ball in, it's shocking, it's after a Chelsea goal kick. I tuned in properly for the Mancunian Way live stream last night, as some of you would have seen. I don't often, I tuned in to see what they're all about because it's my first proper stream watching them. They seem pretty good, I quite like the sound of them. Seem just like honest City fans, almost debating with each other. But like a friendly debate. But I see what you mean on the you can't diss Jack thing. I see what you mean there. Thank you for the thumbs up on that part again, Ethan. Yeah, but MCFR, thank you for tuning in. I'm sure you're gone now, but and thank you also for tuning in, Ethan. And thank you, the first person who tuned in. I literally can't say your name because I'd probably get it horribly wrong. Chelsea Rene, shot straight at the keeper. Yeah, but I'd love. I may get more people if I share what? What, if I share the stream? Share it onto what? Like Instagram or? Jeez. Should I like share it onto my Instagram or what do you think? Alright, yeah, I'll do that in my next one. Thanks Ethan, I'll do a bit more prep than I have today. Actually, I should be able to do it now. Yeah. Just want to say, guys, thanks an absolute bunch of support recently. 126 subs, absolutely crazy. So, you know, it's nice to have that. Hopefully it just keeps getting better. Support on last night's stream was crazy. So yeah, thank you guys massively for that. Who do you think will get relegated this season, guys? I'm curious to hear about that, because you know there are a few teams potentially facing the drop. Fantasy Premier League, I do, but I'm not like super invested. I try to play it a bit more. Sheffield, Everton and Wolves. Those are some relatively bold predictions. That means you think Luton will stay up, which is interesting because they are very much a favourite to go down. You also think Bournemouth are going to stay up. Fair enough though. I don't think, I'm not sure how, I forgot to do my my team this weekend, you know, but I said I had one point this week, and I got scared for a moment. Oh no, I shouldn't have. Oh wait, no. Okay. So week 1 I got 67 points I got on week 1, which is pretty nice. I thought I did pretty good. Yeah, I got quite a few points on week 1, so I did pretty good in my opinion. It's pretty good for me. Week 2, alright, it's just straight up lying there. It says I got 1 point, but I know I got more than that because yeah, I know I got more than that. Alright, it's not telling me what I got there, but yeah, thanks for the support though, Ethan, and yeah, it's been good. But Sheffield, Everton and Wolves. I can understand Sheffield, they seem to be, everyone seems to have Sheffield going down. A couple of people seem to have Luton staying up, and a lot of people seem to think Everton are going to flirt with relegation again, but just about survive. So it's going to be interesting. Do you think Sean Dyche will survive this season? You know? Do you think Sean Dyche will manage to keep his job? Because I've got to say, Sean Dyche is worrying, because a lot of people were impressed that Everton got Sean Dyche. You know, they're bringing in a proper manager. You can't stand Everton. I really got beef with Everton. It's mainly Big Six. Oh my god, Big Steve! I did not expect you to join this stream. Hi Big Steve. Yeah, I'm doing good. We've just been talking about the City signings. You think Everton are doomed? I wouldn't be all that surprised. Definitely in trouble. But yeah, I just think Everton are very worrying, and I don't know. Sean Dyche didn't show very good signs at the back end of last season. You know, because Sean Dyche, everyone was praising Sean Dyche to be a pretty good signing for. Well, thank you, Big Steve. And thanks again for all the support you've provided me. It's been absolutely amazing. I've just got the Chelsea Luton game on in the background here, just on mute. It's not a great game, to be honest. Luton aren't doing too bad though, being 1-0 down. But I think Everton definitely in trouble. I think for my predictions for relegation, I think Sheffield would definitely go down. It's just they've lost important loanee players that brought them up last season. 2 of them being ours, like James McAtee and Tommy Doyle. They were important for them last season, and obviously, Luton might score here. They almost did. Yeah, Luton are trying. They've just had a decent chance, but the shot wasn't too great, and it was partly blocked by Mal Augusta. But yeah, I think Sheffield would definitely go down, and then I think you guys are right with Everton going down. Unless the signings they've made are gambles that are going to really pay off, then they could have a great season. But I just think the gambles that they're going for are worrying. And signing Ashley Young. No offense to Ashley Young, but he's not a right back who's gonna. He brings you a good amount of experience, but he's not. I don't want to say this in a bad way, because obviously Ashley Young, he's been in the game for a while and he's been a decent player for his time, but I don't think he's the signing you make if you're trying to make sure you don't go down. Because Everton, they need to stop flirting with relegation. Twice they've done it now, and twice they've managed to just about escape the drop. So hopefully, for Everton's sake, their signings work out. But yeah, I think Sheffield, Everton, and the final one's a bit difficult because I've got faith in Bournemouth, unlike a lot of people, that Bournemouth will do fine. I think it might be a bit basic, but I think I'm going to say Luton. I think Luton are only just going to go down there. I think Luton have got a bit to provide to the Premier League, and I wouldn't be surprised if they stayed up. And I think their home ground is going to be a difficult one to play at. But I just don't think. I don't think Luton will just about not have enough to stay in the Premier League for me. If they stay in, great for them, but I just don't see it. But yeah, who do you think will get top 4? Because I think that's an important one. Because obviously, I believe City will. Chelsea in the box hasn't happened for them. I think obviously City top 4. I think Liverpool will be right back in it, and I think they'll be. I think they will be fighting. I think Liverpool will be right back up there. I think they'll get 3rd or 2nd, dependent on whether the City, Liverpool, Villa. You think Villa will get 3rd? Interesting. And you think Chelsea will get 4th? Then that's 2 really interesting ones. Because my prediction's been City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and either United or Newcastle. I've been pretty certain on that. I got a lot of Instagram notifications. Yeah, I've been fairly confident on that. I think that European football could potentially damage Newcastle's season, but not as badly as everyone is saying. Some people are saying that they might not even make Europe. So Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that bad for them. I just think it could be bad. But like I say, it might not be. So, and I think Villa will come 7th personally, and I think Chelsea will come 6th. I just think Villa, again, European football will stop them from going up, but I think Villa are gonna ease through the Conference League. In my opinion, I think they will get straight into Europa League through that, easy peasy. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Yeah. Oh. How long left in the Chelsea game? Just under 35 minutes. Chelsea they're not playing that great. You know, I thought Mauricio Pochettino would come in and wouldn't make Chelsea. Oh, I'm saying this, and Sterling's in 1-on-1. Oh, terrible. Takes an awful first touch, and then his shot's not much better. But that was a good attack by Chelsea, to be fair, right as I'm about to diss them. Nice ball by Enzo Fernandez, good ball from Jackson, and Sterling's touch lets him down, and then his shot goes right across the box. Yeah, it's not a great game, this. Bit boring. But it is what it is. It must be crazy for Sterling because, you know, what was it like he said in an interview? Was it like, didn't he say that he thinks, oh, that was a nice ball by Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez playing pretty well. Didn't he say that Chelsea will give him better, he thinks Chelsea are going to give him better chances at winning the Ballon d'Or? That is a crazy thing to say, if he did say that. But again, he must be absolutely steaming, because the moment he leaves, City go and win a treble. You know, how crazy is that? You know, must be absolutely just mind-baffling. Same for Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus. You know, they must be thinking, the moment we left, they won a treble. You know, but Sterling, Jesus, Zinchenko, and everyone else who's left in the past now for them. City will hopefully go on to continue to do great things, and hopefully for City's sake, Arsenal and Chelsea don't go on to do great things. No, I don't. No offense to Lionel Messi, it's amazing what he did in the World Cup, and he had a really good World Cup. But I do not think that if you're playing, I don't think that, number one, I don't think like how many games are in the World Cup, 12 games, something like that, should decide that you are the Ballon d'Or winner. Oh, 2-0 Chelsea, Raheem Sterling. Yeah, 12 games should not decide that you win the Ballon d'Or. And no offence, but a Ligue 1 player and an Inter Miami player shouldn't be winning the Ballon d'Or. Like, I mean it with the utmost respect, because I think Messi's the best player of all time. But, you know, it's like if some player in League 2 went and got 40 goals and 20 assists. Those are some great stats, but you're playing in League 2. Yes, Sterling's just scored another goal. If he's in your FPL, then you're getting points. I think Sterling has actually started the season pretty nicely, to be fair, because I watched Chelsea vs Liverpool, and I thought he was Chelsea's best player. I watched a little bit of Chelsea vs West Ham. I only watched a little, but from what I could see, he was trying to create. And I've watched the end of the first half of this and the second half, and he's looked good, to be fair. But Mauricio Pochettino, what do you think to him? Because he's come back to the Prem, but I don't think he's made Chelsea phenomenal. I don't think he's made Chelsea great again either. You know, you drew against Liverpool in the first game of the season at home. Alright, I know it's Liverpool, so you can excuse it a bit. But you should be putting a bit more into it. You know, it's your first home game of the season, and you just had an absolutely shocking season. So as far as I'm concerned, you should absolutely make it your mission to impress at home on your first game back. So, you know, instantly, not a great start, but it's excusable because it's Liverpool and they're going to go for the title this season. Second game, you lose 3-1 to West Ham. A West Ham that went down to 10 men when they were 2-1 up. So, and then they went and lost 3-1. So crazy about that result last week, because I just thought West Ham were better in almost every way. Yeah, I really thought Chelsea were poor, but Messi shouldn't be winning the Ballon d'Or. I think it should be Erling Haaland. You know, he's got four trophies under his belt, over 60 goal contributions. So, you know, and he's only going to get more goal contributions. You know, Erling Haaland could end up getting 70, 80 goal contributions this calendar year, which is just no, not this calendar year. That would be insane. But combining last season and Chelsea free kick wide. Last season plus whatever he gets in the first half of this season. So yeah, I think you're right about the Messi PR. Absolutely criminal. To show the truth. Oh, guys, what do you think of Erling Haaland signing up for Prime Hydration, eh? Crazy. Thanks for the support today, Ethan. You've been here through most of this. Yeah, it's been nice to have you here. And obviously, if Big Steve watches this build, Lucen got the good ball in a good position here. Set foul. Here it is. And obviously, Big Steve, thanks an absolute ton for your support during the stream. If you see this, hopefully you guys can comment after the stream's done today, because for some reason you just can't. Awful from who, sorry? Are you on about the player the player that just fouled that Luton player? Sorry. Awful from who? I bet. Yeah, Luton free kick here. Ross Barkley's standing over it. Didn't expect Ross Barkley to come back to the Prem. No, he skied it. Yeah, I was quite surprised to see that. Alright, you know what? I'm going to end the stream here for the night. Thank you for your support, Ethan, since you were here for most of it. And thanks for the support, anyone who joined in between. Oh, Raheem Sterling's on the ball here, he's been tackled. But yeah, thanks an absolute ton. We'll be back with the match preview tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that, because I've been waiting to do that all week. Oh, the Prime thing, yeah, I get you now. I can't believe it. You know, I saw Haaland Prime on my Instagram earlier, and I was just like, oh. But to be fair, it's a big deal for Erling Haaland. Not like it's a big deal like he cares about it tons, but it's a big sponsorship deal for him. And I guess it just... Oh, 3-0. That's a nice assist from Raheem Sterling. Jeez. If you've got Raza in your FPL, then you are getting points tonight. And I've got Jackson in my FPL, so it works out. Yeah, that's nice. Is Sterling onside? He is onside. Let's make sure that... Yeah, Jackson's onside. That's nice points. But yeah, absolutely, I appreciate the support, an absolute bunch. I'll be on MCFR TV's stream later, so yeah, I'll see me. I guess you'll see me there. But yeah, thank you guys, an absolute bunch. To everyone who might be watching this back, and to you, Ethan, who have watched this basically the whole way through. The support means an absolute bunch to me, and and everyone that helps me get to this point. Yeah, it just means an absolute bunch, and hopefully it just gets better. Last night's stream was a good one. It got about 60 views, so hopefully we can keep that up. But yeah, good night, everyone. Have an absolutely brilliant night. Back tomorrow, of course, with more content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we get some Matheus Nunes news on the way. But yeah, until then, good day and